Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while. um, Today we will be doing a flip through of my frankenplanner catch-all planner. And if you're new to my channel, basically I take multiple planners and all of these, lots of these. I take all of these planners and I put a month at a time into this planner and just use this planner throughout the month, and then I change out the months. Today you're going to see both April in here, which is what we're going to be going through, and then I've already stuck May in, which is why it's like bursting out of the discs. So I'm really anxious to move those April months out since we're already into May, but I wanted to make sure I had everything there just so that I could show you before I did the transition. So we're going to go through that. We're going to go through my sections, and then you can see all of my after the pens, and then I will be moving those sections out as we go and putting them into the planners I just showed you. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Basically, I'm just going to go right to the sections I'm going to talk about. If you're interested in how my whole planner is set up, please go back and look at my planner setup videos, which I'll link, as well as the former flip throughs. Each one I give a little bit of different detail as far as how my setup is done. So go ahead and check those out and see if there's anything you want more information on. I haven't really changed it up as far as the way that I lay it out. I've been pretty consistent since the beginning of the year, so nothing really new other than maybe some dashboard differences as we go through. Okay, so enough said about that. Let's go ahead and jump right into my first section, which is my faith planner. And the planner that I use is called Dainty Details by the Happy Planner, and it is a monthly layout planner. All of the planners that I use in here will be linked below in the description if you're looking for a certain layout that I have in here, so do check that out. Okay, so my first spread is the monthly layout, and this one I decided to do a Give It to God spread, basically just because it was like the heart of COVID-19 lockdown, and then there's also, you know, I just had a lot of stuff going on as far as my health, so I went ahead and just every day just wrote down something to just kind of take that weight off my shoulders, and I really thought this was a nice way to kind of just relieve some of that anxiety and stress of the current situation of our world. Nothing too profound, just a few little details every day. And then the next spread, or this is like the dashboard, I think they call it in the monthly layout of Happy Planner. Again, I've talked about this before. Monthly layout really gets confusing because this is also a monthly layout. So the whole planner style is called monthly layout because there's no dates. It's just each month is laid out together, but it can get confusing. So this is the dashboard spread of the Happy Planner monthly layout, and I just basically did my prayer list. I did my monthly trackers. I did try to kind of set myself up for some goals and quality time and just some gratitude and thanks. And I used this spread pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Next we have the meat of my faith planning, which is I do verses of the day, and I kind of write it in a way where I can practice my lettering and just try to be a little more creative to see if I can, you know, just kill two birds with one stone, spend more time in the Word, but also practice lettering, which I had not set aside time to do that in the past. This one, I liked the lettering styles I was trying, and some of the, you know, drawings and things, but the color, I decided that it was too much color in the end. Previously, the previous months, I had done more of a like black centric design with pops of color, a little bit more like this, and I think I like that better. So I'll probably continue doing that going forward, like this one here as well. But it was nice to try something new and just see what I liked and what I didn't. So this was the first half of the month, and then we're gonna get to the second half, and wah wah. I had some serious, scary health issues, which thankfully, thank God, that I am finally recovering from, but I had some pinched nerves, and I couldn't write. Like I was getting numbness in my hands and stuff, and so I had to really take a break and take a step back and figure out why I was having these issues, which I believe is because I spend a lot of time, you guys, filming and doing things at my desk, and I just don't think I was moving enough with this COVID-19 because I wasn't working out like I used to. So long story short, background about my health. I just couldn't write in the verse of the day every day. I was just not at a place where I could do it. So we got 2. And I thought that kind of came out cute. You could see that I was going back to the more black with a highlight color here. I decided I was going to do that on the spread, but I just could not finish. And it's so sad because I really loved this layout this month. These are some of my favorite stickers, so I was really kind of disappointed that I couldn't fill this in. And I thought about trying to catch up later, but I just needed to let it go because I don't need to put more stress on my body right now. So that was my faith. And then, I don't really do anything. There's another page that has like a notes page, which you're going to see right now because I'm going to go ahead and move this out. So taking this, and I'm going to put it into my faith planner. Where are we? There we go. So let's see. So this is my faith planner, and those are the previous months. So I'm just going to have to move this in, and I believe that this is actually the second page for this. So I have a whole blank notes page and then a currently page, which I haven't found a use for yet in my faith planner. So I'm just going to leave it blank. I might take these out and like figure out a way to reuse them in the future, but I don't know. Okay, so that's my faith planner, and I've already got May in there, so that is a load off. Next we get into the, hold on just a second. We get into my daily section, and I had moved this little paper clip so that I didn't write over it when I was doing my faith. I'm starting to see some stuff that looks kind of janky. I might have to fix it. Okay, daily. So this was my spring bucket list, and health issues kind of thwarted any real doing of this. I think I did some spring cleaning that I could write in there. And I did go to a new park on that date to just walk with my husband. But other than that, I obviously haven't done much. And we'll see if I catch up to it before the end of the season. But it's my spring bucket list, and that kind of starts off this section. Actually, what I'm going to do is paperclip it because it's going to link to my May in a minute. So I'll just leave it like that. And then we're getting into April. So this was my April for my daily section, and this is when I just was kind of tracking what was going on with me. I had some goals that I didn't really get to. I didn't really use it that much, but it's a really fun one to look at. Next we have what I would call kind of like a hipster spread. And this was my first week in March and April. Sorry, my first week of April. I had to take a sip of my coffee. Yeah, so we have just some fun little moments here. I try to try my lettering in places. I found that the friction pens don't really, I don't know, they're just not great for lettering, even monoline lettering. So, but I like that you can erase because I make mistakes all the time. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make that better without having to pencil first and then color over with a different pen. But yeah, I had this spread all ready to go, and I thought this was a cute one. So this was my Easter spread, and I really thought that the colors were really nice for Easter. I tried something a little bit different, did a long box here. I kind of liked it. I liked having a this week there, more of a to-dos versus this is just things I wanted to get accomplished. And I really liked having the bolder text, but again, this was with the friction pen, so it's kind of, I don't know, it just looks a little more shaky and a little more splotchy, but I do like the idea of it, so hopefully I can figure out how to do it with another pen and be confident enough to just write the first time. But yeah, so I like this spread a lot. And then there was this spread, which I thought was really fun too. You guys really liked this kind of fresh take on a horizontal spread. And I know you guys haven't seen much of this style before, so you guys really seem to like it on Instagram. This is one of the layouts in my 10 layouts for horizontal planners. It's, I think it's mid something. So here's a way you could do that. And I just really liked this one as well. I like the fun colors, bright fun colors. This was the Daydreamer spread, which I love the Daydreamer colors and the feels. I had some issues, like I said, this week, so I didn't get to really use it all the way to its fullest, but it was a really nice spread, I thought, and I just really liked clusters of florals. It definitely kept my spirits up. And then because, yeah, that week kind of fell apart, I ended up doing a pen only spread for this last week. And this was when I was basically deep in the heart of trying to deal with the pinched nerve issues. And so I really couldn't do as much as I wanted to as far as planning and things. So I try to keep it pretty simple. Try to do a little bit each day just to kind of, you know, get my hand working. And I think it came out pretty cute. You know, can't go wrong with a rainbow spread, and a good idea if you guys are looking for something that is pen only. I did each one every day, so I didn't pre-do this, but you could easily like set this up, you know, three little boxes here, do a little saying for each day, and then do your boxes ready to go and then fill it in each day. Okay, so those are my daily spreads, and I don't do anything with this page currently. If you guys have any ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments below of what you might like to see here on this currently blank slate. I'd love to try some new stuff if you guys are looking for some ideas. Okay, so that is the daily section. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up, and then I'm going to move that into my daily planner. So I think we go right here, yep, and just gonna drop it in. Okay. Feels lighter already. I'm really excited. All right. Okay, so also too, I ran out, this is just another side note, I ran out of Tombow adhesive, so none of my pages that I normally stick things down to can be sticked now. I have to figure out how to get some from like Michael's or Joann's, and I need to be careful when I go out because I'm a kind of high risk person as far as getting COVID, so it's just another thing I'm worried about. Not really worried, but just anxious about. I really want things to be how I want them in my planner, and they're not, and I just don't like that. Okay, enough about that. Let's see where we at. We're gonna go to health. Okay. All right, so here is my health spread that was just a disaster for this month because of all the issues I had. I really wasn't able to do any of it. I like tried to start and then like had to erase, and then I tried to start again. And then like I think I got 1 or 2 actual runs in, and then I had to just chuck it because I couldn't do anything. So really sad because this is really a fun spread. I love the colors of it, and maybe I'll save it for reference in the future so that I can try this again when I'm feeling more like myself, and we'll take it from there. But it was a fun spread with the colors and everything, and I think a great idea if you are looking for some ideas for your health. Okay, so this was my first spread in a series I was doing for bullet journaling style layouts for health planners. So this is the after the pen, and I kind of spruced it up a little bit after the pen, which I think looks a little bit better. but just giving ideas on how you might do like a dashboard layout for health. And I did use stickers on this one, but I didn't going forward, or I think maybe one other spread I used stickers, but mainly all pen, bullet journaling style. And I liked this one. This one was different. It felt a little tight over here for me, but overall I think it came out pretty good. And I don't know, this is kind of an interesting idea. It might be fun to do something with a bullet journal instead of just stickers, because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to use it, but setting something up bullet journal style with a kind of similar setup with habit trackers, things about nutrition, and then maybe something over here sidebar wise. But a really interesting way to kind of relook at my health planning and see if there's anything that I'd like to change or do differently. So this was the very first spread. This was the second spread, which was a little bit different, kind of, you know, melded across the page and had the traditional sidebar area. This one was really good. This one was really well received. A lot of people liked how clean it was, and this one I could definitely do again. I liked the functional look of it too, and just a little added fun I had in there, and really easy to do. So this one was a fun one. This one was a hot mess. I mean, it wasn't a mess, but I liked the idea of it, but I messed up the colors to start, and then it just, I don't know, and then I felt like I needed to bring in more black because the colors were a little overwhelming. I don't know. So this one wasn't my favorite out of them. It's probably my least favorite. But I did like the color scheme. These colors together was fun, and the idea of it is kind of fun, but I don't know, I don't think this one was for me. I wanted to show all different ideas and different layouts so that no matter what you're trying to track, you could get maybe something that would work for you. Okay, well, obviously this one looks a lot like the Healthy Hero fitness style layout that I currently plan in, so it really wasn't that far out of my wheelhouse, but I really enjoyed this spread as far as the coffee theme. This was, you know, it just felt fun, and I've always wanted to do like little coffee rings on a spread. I just very lightly touched some coffee on the bottom of a coffee cup, and then just lightly touched it, and I think it worked well. It didn't bleed through on this side. I mean, there's a tiny dot there, but you can barely see it. And then I went a little heavy in one spot here. There was a dot that I didn't see there until it was too late, and I think you're going to see it on the next spread. I'll show you. But other than that, like the rings and stuff, it was so light it didn't even go through the paper, and I thought that was awesome because you can still see it, but it's not overwhelming and taking over. This was the week where the health issues kind of got bad, so tracking and stuff wasn't all that, but the actual spread itself was super fun. Oh, I think this is where the dot was because it was over the E and I didn't see it, so it kind of bled through. Yeah, there it is. So this was the final one that I did, and I kind of did this last minute, like right before the week began because of all the issues. I had set it up one way to begin, and then I ended up changing it because of the health issues, but originally this was like not steps, it was calories here, and then you could track your macros on this section. This was gratitude instead of symptoms, and then I changed up like what I was tracking, since, you know, I normally track different things, but I was needing to focus in on my health, so I changed those up. But I really liked this spread. This was fun, except for, I will say, 6 across is kind of weird, and then going to Sunday. I think it would have been better for me because Saturday is my rest day normally if I had started with Sunday, if it was a Sunday start, and then this was like the rest day. So if you guys have Sunday as a rest day and your Monday through Saturday work out, then this might work better for you because you could, it's kind of like down here, and this is like where all the action happens. But just some ideas, something different. And I really liked this one as far as the layout too, very simple and clean. Just this was a little bit weird for me. And I did use one sticker here on this spread. And then I have my April monthly stats page. This is what I do with my currentlies at this time in my health planner. And I think this one, I just went with blues and greens because I didn't really care for the color scheme I used in March, and so I just wanted to do something that I knew would work, and so I went with blues and greens. And since I know that this month was not going to be a stellar month, I felt like kind of just chill out colors are fine, and I just went ahead and put in. I've been adding in arrows here to say compared to the previous month if I was up or down. I highlight any stats where I surpass the goal. So these are the goals, and then I go from there. So that kind of just gives me an idea how I'm doing, and I really like that. Obviously, again, with the issues with my pinched nerves, it was not stellar, but still good to see how I did overall. Just felt good that I wasn't just sitting and moping most of the month and kind of figuring out how I did. So again, that is my health. We're going to move that guy out. Yeah, see, here's March. And I really, again, didn't care for the colors in March, so we went with this. Grab that. And shove this in here. Okay, so we're almost done. I have one more section to talk about, so let me skip ahead to that and get you into my social. So we're going to go ahead and jump into social. This is how the month went. And anything in red was where things did not go to plan, and I had to either just not do it or you know, kind of modify it somehow. I did a lot of modifying this month. So my full month plan really didn't go as I wanted. There was a lot of erasing, but overall, you know, I got through it. This is the first week. I'm going to go pretty quick through this just because it was such a weird month. Nothing was how it should normally be, so I didn't even cover these guys. Ugh, it's just a mess. And then this is the second week. Try to add a little bit of washi on here to make it look cute, and a couple stickers. This one I really tried a little bit more with the design. I added in some quotes and some stickers just to see, you know, just to make it better. And I think it did. I really felt like I enjoyed the spread a little bit more, so I might do more stickers in the future. This spread was where things fell apart. Again, I tried to add more stickers in, just trying to see if that kind of got me excited. And then this is actually washi on the bottom. And this is where I ran out of Tombow sticky. So I'm just got them stuck on here with washi tape, but this is really bugging me. I can't wait to stick everything down. I mentioned it before, but basically I'm going to go back to that Dreamweaver style spread, or not Dreamweaver, Dreamseeker. I color code, so the blue is my Instagram posts, and then I like to post a story kind of alluding to that, and then I also like to put a pin of it on Pinterest just to, you know, give people multiple ways to see all of my spreads, whether it's the after the pen or the pens, you know, little tidbits here and there, because I can't do everything on YouTube, at least not all at once. So if you really like a spread and want to see the after the pen, you can check it on Instagram, and you can also check it on Pinterest if you just want to see how it turned out. I'm going to look into trying to also post to the YouTube community page. So if you're a subscriber, I'm going to try to get those also up there on the community page so you can see them in case you're not on Instagram and you're not on Pinterest. But you're obviously on YouTube because you're watching this video. And that is the hope. But I need to get that going. And, you know, I'm just slowly trying to get my bearings again. And but hopefully soon I'll have that going for you guys. But yeah, so that's basically all of social. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, pull it out, put it in my social. Get that out of the way. And where are we? Oh, that's interesting. I have this in a weird spot. Okay, March. And now April. I didn't write anything in here because basically I write in all of what happened the month before, so right before I move in the month. So this one I had a lot of issues, so this is where I wrote in all that went down in April for me, and then I'll do the same whenever I figure out how May goes. But yeah, so that's it, and put this away. I have one more section that I keep in here. Just jump to, yeah. One more section that I keep in here where I just do a monthly spread, a standard month with my bills, and I have both April and May in here, so I'm just going to grab out April, and I get this from the Planner Babe planner. So I'm not currently using the weeklies on this. I tried it for a few months, but it didn't work out for me. So I have extra weeklies too that I can in the future, I guess, and relabel. But yeah, so I'm just using the monthlies out of that for my budget. So I'm going to put that away as well. And I have May ready to go. And I also track my Etsy sales in this section as well. So that's basically everything. And then we jump to this folder. So my folders kind of bracket in all of the dated stuff that I have in here. This is just the back of a master schedule that I have. So all of the real dated stuff is within these two folders, and then I have my storage section back here, notes, and we're done. Okay friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks for your patience, you guys. I hope to be back at it, pretty soon, as far as like 100%. I'm gonna slowly try to get videos back out to you guys. So thanks again to all my subscribers who are hanging in there, and any new people. I usually post 3 to 4 times a week, so please subscribe so you'll know when my new videos are coming out. And that said, I will see you next time. Bye.